You may have noticed something unusual if you paid attention to Murder Mystery 2 within the past couple of months. Despite getting almost no updates whatsoever throughout the year, it has smashed a recent concurrent player record by nearly 100,000, and from a game that just a year prior struggled to keep 120,000 players on, now regularly sees over 300,000 people playing the game at once. So why has MM2 been so popular recently? You may think that it is simply because that they released a summer update, and while that might be the case, I have suspicions that the MM2 team and some of the most popular MM2 YouTubers like JD have been intentionally using the long-awaited Season 2 update to bring planned hype to the community, and honestly, it's a genius move if you really think about it. So how was delaying an update for 6 years such a genius move from Nicholas? And how does a $4 cube game have anything to do with proving my point for this video? My name is Playtested, and today I will be diving deeper on what exactly I think is going on here. So firstly, what exactly is Season 2 and why is it so significant to the MM2 community? For this, we need to take a look at what made its predecessor Season 1 such a monumental update in the first place. To players that maybe didn't play during Season 1's release back in 2019, they may not know just how big of an update this was, and how it shaped MM2 to how it was today. Of course, you had all the UI revamps which made things look a little bit nicer, but what really set this update to another level compared to the previous updates was the addition of new maps, an increased coin bag, new boxes, new pets, chromas, and later on adding custom models for future weapons. Now I do explain Season 1 in more depth in this video right here, but all of this is just to say that this was the most amount of new content MM2 had ever seen up to this point, and to say that players were hyped would be an understatement. Now, of course this update did have a few complaints, mostly with how expensive the crates were, but other than that, it was very well received and the player count showed that. So with this Season 1 update in mind, speculations and rumors began to rise concerning a possible Season 2 update, and I mean, it would make sense. Why would Nicholas name the update Season 1 if there wasn't going to be any update that follows that? So the question turned from if this update was going to happen to when this update was going to happen, and in the eyes of the community, we wouldn't have to wait long.
Stop the cap! Stop the cap right now! Stop the cap!
Okay, yeah, so that was pretty much a lie. So pretty much after 2020, Nicholas got burned out, and it showed. Of course, we would get some shop galleys here and there, and a Halloween and Christmas update, but that was really it for the next couple of years. But this lack of activity left a burning question in the MM2 community. Was Nicholas working on something big in the background? Really quick, I want to ask if you're enjoying the video so far to please consider subscribing to help support my channel. It really helps out more than you know, and it gets us closer to reaching our goal of getting 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. So at this point, rumors were floating around the MM2 community that Nicholas wasn't giving us big updates because he was secretly working on Season 2, and the YouTubers that promoted this theory pushed this idea throughout the community. Also, really off topic, but am I the only one that doesn't like how everyone uses this specific thumbnail in their videos about Season 2? No hate to whoever made this obviously, but this just does not seem realistic to me, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about this thumbnail right here. Okay, anyways, so YouTubers kept promoting this theory, but there was nothing too concrete just yet. Let's fast forward to 2023, and this is where something interesting happened. At this point, Season 1 had been out for around 4 years now, but we still hadn't received any hints of a possible Season 2 update. Until on March 2nd, 2023, the day when MM2 hit 10 million place visits, map creator Callliwik posted this. Now, at first, this just may seem like a nice celebratory image, but if you look closer, you'll notice some extra buildings in the background that aren't there in the current MM2 lobby, meaning that this image was not taken in MM2's current lobby. To put this into perspective, the last time we had gotten a new MM2 lobby was before Season 1, and with the fact that important revamps usually come out with new seasons, made the MM2 community lose their minds thinking that this was the first look at something Season 2 related. Now there is something else I've been hiding from you guys. Also around this time, there was a certain leak going around showcasing a possible updated version of the in-studio map, but no one was too sure if this was real or not, especially since it was just a random video on YouTube just showcasing the unfinished map. Until on August 15th of that same year, JD posted a video confirming that this was in fact a map that was in the works. And once again, the community became hyped, because the last time we had ever gotten a revamped map was, you guessed it, Season 1. Now, I won't bore you guys with every single tease on Season 2 that we had gotten, but just know the most concrete evidence that we've had on if Season 2 is real was just a few weeks back when Joven himself told us that the leaked In-Studio 2 map would possibly release during the Season 2 update. So why do I say all of this, and how does this make Nicholas some marketing genius? Well, back then, when Season 2 was just a myth, the hype for this update wasn't great at all, and the game was averaging around 50,000 players, which, don't get me wrong, is not bad at all, but Nicholas knew he had to do something in order to push his game to new heights, and he knew that seasonal updates would only do well for so long, so Nicholas needed a more long-term solution. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is where everything that I've talked about in this video comes together. Nicholas realized that in order to bring long-term hype to the community, that he needed to put this Season 2 update on full display. So when Nicholas gave the green light to Callliwik to tease the updated lobby, and he saw that after the game's player count spiked, Nicholas knew he struck a goldmine. In fact, let's fast forward to today. The summer 2024 update released, and it did well, but for only so long. MM2 sat at around 200,000 players, and as the months went on, that number went down rather quickly. But Nicholas knew he struck a goldmine here. So as the summer update hype died down, Nicholas brought out Phase 2 and started giving us some major Season 2 leaks. And wouldn't you be surprised, as soon as those leaks started coming out, MM2's player count spiked to records that we had never seen before, hitting 320,000 players playing the game at once. And that wasn't just one time either. So you might be asking how hype for an update can cause such a spike in the game's player count. Well, we've seen it before from a $4 cube game, and yeah, this is where the video gets a little bit weird, so just bear with me here. Geometry Dash is an indie game that you've most likely heard of, where the entire point of the game is to be as difficult as possible. Yes guys, we're talking about Geometry Dash in an MM2 video, get over it. Contrary to what you might think, this game has a very big community, but from 2017 to 2022, the game was slowly losing its player base, reaching an all-time low of 2,000 players on at once back in October of 2018. And do you know why this was the case? The most recent big update at the time was released 22 months prior. Now, doesn't this sound kind of familiar? And just stick with me here. Now, there were rumors of another update coming out eventually, but there was nothing too concrete until August 13th, 2023, when the update's release date was given to the community, and at that moment, hype for the game was at an all-time high. And wouldn't you know, as soon as the release date was given, the game's player count reached an all-time high of over 14,000 players. And that is exactly what's happening to MM2 right now. And that is just concrete proof that delaying this update for so long was a genius marketing strategy from Nicholas. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and maybe even learned something new. If you enjoyed even just a little bit, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified whenever I post or stream. I hope you have a great rest of your day, God loves you, and God bless.